This time on the Roach Koach podcast.
Fred comes in on the second verse, gives you some great Fredisms, but the key moment of the song, Matt, you need to go to 2:38.
Yoohoo, a delicious taste
yes.
loved for generations. Here's the great part. Chocolate drink.
Okay. Wait.
Oh, yeah.
What? Wait. So it's not even actually chocolate
No.
milk?
It is a chocolate drink.
Roach Koach
podcast.
hot all day, every day.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Roach Koach podcast, the journey to create the new metal canon. My name is Lorin Kozlowski. With me, as always, the original Roach Rider, Mr. Matt.
Keep it rolling, baby.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen, back for another episode of Roach Koach, creating this new metal canon one album at a time. This week, it's all about who's tweeting.
Who's tweeting?
All right, we're going over your questions, your recommendations, your Roach-emendations, and so much more. And Matt,
Yeah, buddy.
we might have had a few things planned. We got to scrap them.
What?
We got to scrap them. Throw them all away, buddy, because there's only one thing that we're talking about.
What is it?
And it's in the feature called Who's Guesting.
Who's guesting? Who is?
Little band. Matt, there's a little band out of the UK called Wargasm.
Now, let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
Have we listened to Wargasm before? I feel like we have.
I believe we have. And as my understanding, Wargasm is not the only band in the world called Wargasm.
Oh,
so
yeah, I see right here in the old Spotify, I have Wargasm UK, which is
UK. Mhm.
famous. The Charlatans had the Charlatans UK.
Absolutely. The London Suede. You know, you always
Ooh.
have to just put those in. You have to put them in. Let people know they're from across the pond. We have accents. You know, we eat beans for breakfast.
Right. That's right.
Other British stereotypes.
We have mushy peas,
That's right. We're at the pub.
having beans for breakfast,
watch-
bangers.
We're watching some footy. Okay.
Oh, can we keep impressing the world with our knowledge of the UK and the EU?
We know so much. So
because both of us well-traveled.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're talking to two
Absolutely.
worldly gentlemen here.
All over the place. I have been to Toronto.
Ontario, now.
I have been to Florida. And
I hear
have
that
been-
again. Florida is
Uh-huh.
the Spain of the Southeast.
The Spain of the Southeast. I think that's a good way to put it. Yeah. I've been to Puerto Rico, where I became briefly addicted to plantains. True story. But anyway, we're getting off track, as we often do. Wargasm UK.
Okay, tell me about this.
They go and they announce, hey, we got a new album coming out. It's called Venom. I'm like,
Great name.
okay. Great name. Love it already. What's the icing on the cake here, Wargasm UK? And they said, we got a single coming out. It's called Bang Ya Head.
Great
I'm
name.
like, okay, good. It's great. Perfect. Featuring Fred Durst. Stop the fucking presses. Stop the
What are
presses.
we even doing here? Why aren't we listening to this immediately?
Okay. Well, I just want to say, we got a lot of messages when they announced it. And I want to just give a shout out to our Roach Riders and Indigo
Fingers
Angels.
on the pulse.
See every one of you who sent me that, because you knew it was important. And I think maybe you knew that I already knew, that we already knew, but I appreciate it. Because they announced it. Okay, it's coming in a week. I was like, cool, great. I'm excited. Prepping myself, great. The day it dropped, it was a busy day for me. I was bippity bopping and traveling all around. And I had forgotten.
Classic bibbity
That's on
boppity.
me. Bibbity bopping, forgot. And I want to give a shout out to Trevor Reynolds, who DM'd us and said Fred and Wargasm collab with a link. And I saw that and I said, this man has my back, has our back. Thank you, Trevor. So then I gave this boy the old car listen, and well, you know what, Matt, you have not heard this song.
No,
All right,
I saved
let's
it.
dig
I
in.
saved this one for the pot.
All
All
right,
right,
here we go.
this is it.
All right. I love this. I love this.
All right, Matt. So Fred comes in on the second verse, gives you some great Fredisms, but the key moment of the song, Matt, you need to go to 2:38.
238. Okay, let's do it.
Bringing you in so you have to fucking.
I mean.
I mean,
I love this. This is great.
oh my gosh. I was on the first listen. When that happened, I was ear to ear grin. Even now, I'm still feeling. I've been listening to this song all weekend, into the week. Song of the year. I don't know. Maybe I'm too early. I don't know. It just feels important.
It's a great one. It's great. What I like about it so much is it just it's clearly good.
is
It
clearly
has a
good.
lot of throwback to it. A lot of throwback
Mhm.
to it. I mean, it sounds like she's doing a Spice Girls wind your body down and wind it all around.
Yep. Yep.
Definitely has
That's
has
fair.
a strong Spice Girls vibe. But boy, oh boy, Fred coming in, keep banging your head until you're breaking your neck. Wow, that's
Amazing.
awesome. That's
It's
so
awesome.
good. Yeah. That is gonna be in that's get in your car, get on the highway,
Highway.
hit play.
There it is.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. That's
Open
it.
road though,
Mhm.
please. Not a traffic song.
Open road.
Traffic
Yeah, no,
song,
yeah, yeah.
you're gonna get in this
Trouble.
get some big trouble. Big trouble.
Big trouble. So thank you everyone who messaged us with the song. Trevor Reynolds, thank
Thank
you
you.
for saying that. Thank you. Much appreciated.
So great.
Next up, we got to talk about who's recommending.
Who's recommending?
We got a tweet from JD86 who says the Roach Koach new UnityTx album is a total ripper. Please consider putting it on the long list. And I just want to say this is a brand new album.
Oh wow, this is
This
that
was sent-
this is that new?
This is the new. This is so new that this was sent literally day it was released. Was hey, you need to put this was sent on September 8th and the album came out on September 8th. So yeah, they're saying you need to put the UnityTx record on the long list day of. This person sent this at 11:25 in the evening, which means they had a whole day with this record and they said long list it after one day. Oh, after one day of existence. You know, that's like, you know what that is? You know what that's like, Matt? That's like a baby being born and somebody being like, Hall of Fame this baby right now. All they've been doing is pooping and shitting all over me. But
They were perfect.
they're perfect. Hall of Fame it. You know, which honestly all parents do.
Right.
We're
I
all-
mean,
we-
this is-
yeah.
I'm guilty as charged.
Yeah, absolutely. Hall of Fame it. So we've got a lot of songs. We got 11 songs to choose from on this album, Matt.
Well, I am
But
looking at the most popular song. So Ferality is the name of the new album.
Mhm.
And the number one song, most popular song called Rock Shit.
that was going to be my pick. So there's a reason it's number one, baby.
Well, let's
do
hear
it.
it together. Somewhere there's a locker room in Texas that's about to pop the fuck off.
Oh my god! If you're playing this before a football game, and I'm talking American football, okay? I'm talking closed head injury football.
Yeah,
All
tell
right,
us the truth.
tell the truth. Tell the truth. I was in the hospital once where that was filmed. I don't know if I ever told you that.
No,
Yeah.
well, tell me the truth.
Yeah, I'm telling you the truth now. And yeah, that song's gonna rip the roof off wherever you're at.
Dude,
Unbelievable.
I don't want to be in the pit for that one. I'm telling you right now, it's got that attitude.
Matt, you know what attitude that has? That's got Glitch Gang attitude.
Big time.
Big
Whoa.
time.
UnityTx, Dropout Kings, Black Cat Bill doing a little opening set.
Can the people handle that
Dude,
much
they cannot.
rippage?
But that is a triple
That's
bill that
insane.
needs to happen.
It needs to happen. You're gonna need a permission note from your parents. And I know what you're saying, Lauren. We're all adults who listen to this show. We don't live with our parents anymore. You heard that song.
Talk
You
to your
just heard that
parents.
song.
Get permission.
Talk to your parents. Get permission. All right. I'm not taking responsibility. All right.
18 and older.
Somebody needs to.
18 and older, still ask your parents for permission.
Ask your parents for permission. It's gonna be trouble. JD, you know what?
Add
You're
it
probably right.
to the list.
Adding it to the list. It's a newborn baby and it's going on the list anyway. All right. Awesome. Thank you so much for that recommendation. Matt, let's talk about who's emailing.
Ooh, who is emailing?
Matt, we got an email from Powell. The subject, new suggestion, question mark. He says, hey, fellas, thanks for reading my last email on the air, even though I tap-rooted you, winky emoji.
Who knew that my taproot dislike would remain that large? But you know what? As much as my dislike is large, people's love is equally as large, if not more powerful. Because boy, did I get told, leave Taproot alone.
Leave Taproot alone. This week, though, I wanted to give you guys a track from Zebrahead since they've been on that is it new metal or not line for a while. The first couple of albums have a ton of new metal, and they can kind of come across like Linkin Park before Linkin Park. All that aside, I want to suggest the song Check from their major label debut. Thanks, guys.
Well, you want to hear
Okay.
Check?
Let's hear Check by Zebrahead.
All right. We have heard that in the past. So this is once again
the Zebrahead faithful.
Zebrahead faithful.
Raising the banner and saying, review it for the canon. But I don't know. Every time we hear that chorus, we all go, that's pop punk. That's not.
It's very pop punk. You know what, Matt? Let's take it to the boards. And by the boards, I mean Wikipedia. Because I don't go on the boards.
On the boards?
And I'm just...
Is Zebrahead a Christian?
Matt, here's... They might be.
Get to the boards.
I don't know. Get to the boards. Tell me if Zebrahead's a... Okay. Zebrahead are listed as an American rock band. So their genres on Wikipedia are listed as punk rock, pop punk, rap rock, and rap core.
It's the rap rock that can get... It's always the rap rock that can get you.
It's always the rap rock that can get you. You know, I mean, and you get into something like this, you know, you get dangerously close to a 311. You get hauntingly close to a hot action cop. You know, those are the things that come to mind. But there's also a possibility that we can also go in a Step King situation. And we get some Jeep music, you know, which is still bad for you, Matt, but good for me because I'm a steppy. Oh, let's see. Is that from... So that's from their major label debut, which is called Waste of Mind. That genre tag is straight up rap rock.
That makes sense.
That's all that's on this thing. And I believe we've talked about this before. I'm just going to double check the long list for this. Zip on down to the Z's. And not only is it on the long list, Matt, but I own
of course you
a
do.
physical copy. At some point in my life, I was like, I guess I got to get the Zebrahead. All right, so the Zebrahead push is real. It's dangerous, though, because we could be going into to territory we don't normally dip in and do well. But at the same time, who are we to back down from a challenge? The question will be who we get to come on to talk about. Certainly Johnny will not come back for this.
No, I don't think we...
But you want to do why we'll figure that out. Okay, so Zebrahead, Waste of Mind, the push is real. What was that? I'm curious. Columbia. Okay. All right. Okay, Zebrahead Powell, we hear you. Thank you for the email. Thank you for the push. Matt, let's talk about who's in those DMs.
Let us talk who's sliding up in. We've got a DM from our friend Grody21. And they sent us 2 pictures of some Ozzfest t-shirts. It says Purgatory Pit Ozzfest. I got thrown into the pit by Ozzfest.com. And on the back it says, in hell, there is no chocolate. Drink up, you. And he wrote, going through old clothes and found this shirt you got when you bought front row tickets to Ozzfest 2001. Ah, Grody, this is amazing. What an artifact.
An incredible find. I love that Yoohoo was like,
We got it.
we're in, and Matt, I have gone on the record on this show and certainly in my personal life that I am a huge chocolate milk person. But I'm going to go on the record right now with everybody here. I don't think I've ever drank Yoohoo.
You know what? Neither.
Yoohoo is something I've been aware of my whole life, but I just never had it. Like I would, if I had
We
chocolate
just
milk.
had the Nugs episode. We have to do a
Uh-huh.
Yoohoo episode.
So what am I gonna? What I gotta listen to Zebrahead and drink a bunch of Yoohoo, vomit and shit.
Wow. Yoohoo, a delicious taste
yes.
loved for generations. Here's the great part. Chocolate drink.
Okay. Wait.
Oh, yeah.
What? Wait. So it's not even actually chocolate
No.
milk?
It is a chocolate drink.
It's chocolate
Right.
beverage. Oh my, chocolate flavored beverage. The drink is primarily made from water, high fructose corn syrup, and whey. What?
So we're gonna have. So they have Yoohoo, the original chocolate. They have Yoohoo strawberry, Yoohoo cookies and cream,
Gross.
and Yoohoo vanilla.
Mm.
So,
Ugh.
I mean,
Oh my god. So, wait. So Yoohoo is chocolate flavored
Yes.
water?
this is why I never had Yoohoo before.
This is
Because
why I've never had Yoohoo. I'm realizing now that I
well,
went.
we're from the
'cause
Midwest.
our
We know
parents
that
loved us.
we both of us immediately said we're from the Midwest.
Well, no, I said our parents loved us. That's what I said. That's
I
why we
heard
never
we're
had
from the Midwest. Our parents loved us. We're from the
Well, that too.
Midwest. Dairy comes out of the tap instead of water here.
It does. Oh yeah, so for a long time I knew that I could go into my parents' house and there would be at least 2 full gallons of 2% milk. Not 1%, which I've now shifted to 1%. That thick ass 2% just sitting there.
2%.
Oh, yeah, once you shift to 1% milk, Matt, and then you go to 2, like 2 is like drinking fucking
Dude,
cream. It's gross.
Rosemary got born. We were buying whole milk. So I started drinking whole milk. And let me just tell you, I'm down 30 pounds because I don't drink whole milk. Yeah.
Sure you are.
Whole milk, that'll get you. That will get you.
All right. Gonna drink a Yoohoo. I will drink it when we do a Zebrahead episode. And whomever is lucky enough to join us on that, maybe they can have one too. I don't know.
I love it.
We'll see.
Well, here's the deal.
all right.
Because they brought up
Mhm.
Ozzfest. This is a great time
Mhm.
for us to talk about the fact that we're on YouTube now.
We are on YouTube now, Matt. And you've been doing that work, buddy. So tell everybody what
we're in sellout season. It's season 7. 7 strings. It's the sellout era.
Sellout
It's time
era.
to sell out. And the best way to get noticed in the world is to be on YouTube. So we're on YouTube now. But we're doing it for a couple of reasons. Number 1, money. Come on, dude. Just
Money.
fucking cash. Num, 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 num,
Get
num,
it-
num, num.
get us
I
that
want it
money.
all.
That
And
we
then,
need.
because we're starting to record we've been actually doing video podcasts for a while, but it's just been on StreamYard and we never thought that we were going to use them. So now we're like, why aren't we using these? So I am going through and I just posted last week the Kevin Kenny episode about Ozzfest That's out there. And by the time that you're
Mm.
hearing this, you're going to be able to see some clips, some of the hot stuff from that episode. And some of those clips are going to be shorts.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to start seeing them on Facebook. And you're going to be starting to have the ability to share them with like friends. And or it'll just start showing up in other metal feeds. Who knows how this internet works? We're just trying to
Matt,
Funny.
just be real. The people right now don't really know our faces. But when we're done with our sellout era, you get
Oh,
sick of these mugs.
because they're going to be on
all
your
right?
mug.
You'd be like, oh,
They're going to be on your shirt.
that's right.
Your
Your
hat.
shirt,
Your
your underpants.
dude, you think
everywhere.
you think you see Yeti coolers now a lot? That Roach Koach cooler with our faces on it?
Mm. Yeah. But I do want to go back to the underpants thing. How cool would it be to have a pair of underpants that say Roach Koach right
Ooh.
across the waistband?
Ooh, what if it just said Roach Rider
And then
on the lady G string? What do we say?
from Matt, from your
So
lips to
fucking
God's ears.
disgusting. Oh, I'm a roach. That's like, I'm
I'm
a
a
roach
roach
rider. Oh, we just ruined roach riding for everybody. Just like,
Mm.
yeah,
Mm.
it's been that the whole time.
Yeah.
Sorry, fellas.
Listen,
Sorry, ladies.
listen to Yoohoo.
Everybody,
You
America's
know,
favorite chocolate
the
drink.
dream. Right.
Drink.
It's a chocolate beverage drink. That's so fucked, Matt. This is so fucked.
Well, here's the deal.
So yeah, yeah,
YouTube.
yeah, Matt.
The YouTube will be a place that we're going to
Mhm.
put up episodes kind of lagging. They're going to be older video episodes. And then from the beginning, we're going to put out classic coach episodes. So from episode 1 forward, but they're not going to have any video element. So it's just basically just having the podcast live on YouTube as well. But the video ones, we're actually going to be serving up, cutting up, chopping up, doing the things that podcasts are supposed to do in order to grow their brand. Because we got it. I feel like we're the driving crooners. Like there's gotta be a way to make money off of this.
Well, Matt, we got to get out there because, I mean, I'm looking at the stuff that gets shared in the algorithm,
Right.
And it's people who are on these, on these podcasts, oftentimes in Los Angeles, Carol, and they don't have any headphones on. They're just talking into a mic in some giant room with a bunch of curtains, and it is some younger guy, and he's sitting across usually a very made up, buxom lady. And he says to her something to the effect of like, so how many guys have you banged? And then she goes, I don't know, like 100. And then he goes, "Ooh," and he falls out of his chair. And I'm like, that guy probably has $100,000 in his bank account. And I was like, I don't want to do what he's doing, but I would like $100,000. So what can I do in the
Here's
middle
the
on
deal.
that?
In
Now,
sellout
Matt,
season,
yeah,
when we're trying to cash it in,
yeah, mhm.
here's the deal. We have a list of the Patreons that have been fucking ride or die. And if this really, 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 really blows up, which is
Mhm.
a moonshot, but let's just say it happens.
Mm.
I'm gonna throw a fucking
Right.
party. VIP guest list is
Uh-huh.
all the Patreons. That's it. VIP. And then
Oh,
we're gonna have
wow.
to figure out how to get
Oh,
some
wow.
people here from Australia. But we're gonna
Oh my
throw a
gosh,
Midwest
right.
rager.
Oh wow. Fago.
Oh,
No you,
no
no
you,
you,
just
no you
straight
though.
Fago.
It'll be all real
Oh, dude.
chocolate milk.
Also,
chocolate milk.
just a sub note, Violent J was on the Steve-O podcast, and Steve-O asked him about how they shot Fago, the way that they, because if you watch any YouTube clips of the Juggalos performing live, ICP performing live, like the Fago like shoots out like a bottle rocket, and he goes, "Oh, that's the magic of summertime." He's just
Beautiful
like,
answer.
we
I love
stopped
that. I
touring
love
in
that
the
answer.
winter because the Fago would get cold and it wouldn't shoot like a rat. But make
Amazing.
Roach Koach shoot like a rocket
Amazing.
by going to YouTube right now And then I have it up here on the screen. Roach Koach Podcast. Hit subscribe because we can't get monetized until 1,000 people subscribe and then watch 4,000 hours of content. That's all you
That's
need
all
to
you
do.
need to do. Listen,
You and
we need
999
get
of your
1,000.
closest friends.
Right. Get them to subscribe, then get all of them to watch. And I know you're saying, like, Lorin, Matt, we've been here since day one. We're complaining about the fact that the first Korn album is in the canon. Why would we subject ourselves once again to these episodes? And you know what? Good question. But if you haven't, get in there, baby.
Like, if you've been
Get
there
to
since
watch
day
it.
one and you're like, I'm a Roach Rider for fucking life, and not that gross Roach Rider that you just mentioned. It's just another thing that you can do to help us rock the Roach.
That's right. Matt, we got a message from Ty.
Oh, cool.
And he said, "Have you seen this madness?" Love it. And it's a link to the PRP. And the article is apparently a nu metal supergroup of some kind called Chaosis, joined by members of Static X and also a band called Once Human on a track called Sink into Gray. I've not heard this. I don't know a thing about it. All I know is that it looks wild and wacky.
All right, let's see what I can see here. Featuring Tony Campus and Logan Mader.
Logan Mader.
Yep.
He up to? I mean,
well,
that's
I mean,
obviously-
he's shirtless.
If you try to put a shirt on Logan Mader, how dare you?
How dare you? You're not. You're trying to put a shirt on Logan Mader. You're not.
You're not. Don't do it.
Period.
Don't do it.
You're not. You're not putting
You're
a
not.
shirt.
Don't
Logan
do it.
Mader will always be shirtless. All right, let's
Doesn't need
give
one.
it.
Mhm.
This is Chaosis with Sink into Gray featuring Tony Campos.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna pretend that I loved it. First hit on it was
Okay, this is a little industrial. A little industrial.
A little bit.
We had I liked the percussion on it. I liked where it was heading, but it kind of went a little too cartoony for me. Like a little too, almost like they were kind of like I'm looking at Chaosis and it looks like they have a master of beeps and boops who also wears a dog mask and a jumpsuit that has canine on it. So I will admit I know nothing about Chaosis, and hey man, put that food on your family. Tony Campos is doing what he does. Logan Mader, shirtless, singing, doing what he does, but like it's a little cartoony for me. Lauren, what do you think?
You know what? I'm gonna say it. I got a bit of a too many cooks situation here. It just felt incredibly busy to me. And I felt like it's a situation where really you kind of need like a Rick Rubin to come in and be like, we got too much here.
Take
It's too
something out.
busy. Too many hands. Get your hand out of there. Get your hand out of there. Get your hand out of
Yeah,
there.
because it had
you know?
like that
Let's-
metalcore gent feel, like with some of the guitar tones, but then you had like a straight ahead industrial tone, but then you had like the new wavy Logan Mader vocals on it.
Yeah.
It just didn't
It-
mesh together incredibly well.
Right. And, I can't remember who it was that said it, but there's a famous quote from a fashion designer, and I can't remember which one it was. So don't at me. But she would say that before you leave the house,
Coco
you
Chanel.
look in the mirror. Coco Chanel. Thank you. You would look in the mirror and you'd remove
One
one
thing.
thing. So I think you can apply that to this band. Before you hit final mixdown on this song and you've got all the stems, you maybe remove a stem or two.
Yeah.
Because you got just a little too much action going on in here. At the same time, the temptation to have both Tony from Static X and Logan Mader. I mean, you're not going to tell Logan Mader to go away. He's
No
going
way.
to show up at your house. He's not going to have a shirt on. He's going to have dreads down to his ass. And you're like, come on in. Get in here.
Tribal
What are you doing out there? It's
tattoos
cold.
out the wazoo.
Tribal tattoo. You're gonna. It's
Dreads.
cold outside. Get in there. Get in here. I got the heat on. So I understand it, but yeah, not quite a win us. But I do agree, Ty, that is madness. I'm just glad that Logan Mader's doing well. Matt, this is an interesting one.
I love this.
Joanna said, I have 2 questions about the last episode, our last Who's Tweeting. What did Wes say to you? I can't understand as a Polish person. I said, okay. So what Wes had said to me was that I heard you didn't put the first Korn album in the can, and that's crazy. That is what Wes said to me. Wes Borland said to me on the phone. The second one, can Lorin pronounce his last name properly? Very triggering for a Polish person. This was interesting to read for me. I said my last name properly, and she said yes, Kozlowski. It bothers entire Polish nu metal community. So now I'm like, oh no, the entire Polish nu metal community got me on blast because I've been saying my name my entire life. Okay, she said the original surname should be spelled with a Polish. I don't even know what this is. It's pronounced like a W in wall between L and U sound. We should just use Cyrillic, but it's too late. So I talked to my dad about this, and my dad said that his understanding of how it was pronounced by my grandparents before they anglicized it was Kozłowski. So I don't know if that's what she's talking about.
Well, she did put a W in there.
She did. Well, I've got one, but it's So I don't know if that's
but
the way.
L, it looks like Joanna is saying that the L is more like the W.
So then I guess, then I guess it is Kozłowski is so yeah. So that was a way that I was told about, but I've been saying it. But here's the thing: when you go into these schools in the United States of America,
oh boy,
if you got substitute teachers, you got first day of school shit going on, you got to go phonetics since day one, or you're in for a world of trouble. And let me tell you, I felt it was pretty cut and dry. It's 3 sections: the Kaz, the Lao, the Ski. Even if you're going to go Kozlowski, still there's a level of like, I can get it. But the amount of motherfuckers that I met in my life who'd call me Kowalski, infuriating. I was at like some Cub Scout camp. This guy goes Kowalski, and I remember going, imagine like 8 years old going, "There's a Z right there." Like, just come on, what are we doing?
Well, luckily, Polish is a very easy language. It certainly is not difficult at all. Except it's probably one of the most difficult languages to speak.
Now, it's my understanding, and Joanna, you can clear this up for me or not, that Kozłowski is in Poland the Smith of Poland.
That's what I've heard too. I literally heard that today.
Yes. So that basically it's all over. There's just filthy with Kozłowski. So and then one day I gotta go there, Matt, just to get heckled by the Polish nu metal community for how I pronounce my last. Joanna, thank you so much, and I apologize for how I pronounce my name. Matt, let's talk about the old-fashioned mail.
Who's mailing?
Who's mailing? Matt, we got sent a package.
I was very excited. You have been saving this for a little while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we received this from David, and he sent us. Let me just reach. He sent us a package with 4 copies of the I Burn album that we had talked about. From Ireland, with a little postcard. It says greetings from Ireland, and it says to Roach Koach, keep on rolling, keep the good stuff coming. Irish Roche Rider for life, David.
Love it. Thank you, David.
Thank you. So we have 4 copies. I am gonna have to, I guess, give you a copy, Matt, and we'll slide one under Jenny's door, and then obviously with 4 copies.
The last copy goes straight on eBay once we give this album the Roach Koach bump.
Ba, 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 boom. That's right. So I get with 4 copies, we cannot deny it. We will have to do I Burn. So Dave, thank you so much. Matt, It's a new segment here, buddy,
Ooh.
and I can't wait for you to announce it. It's a little segment called "Who Blew It."
Who blew it? Oh, I'll tell you who.
Who blew it, Matt?
The lead singer to Puddle of Mudd.
Yes, yes, he did.
The
There's been a
post
lot.
for you. I'll read the post for
Matt.
you.
Read the Matt. Yeah, Matt.
Okay. So there's one venue that has been talked about probably the most on this show of all the Michigan venues.
Yes.
There's one that repeatedly comes back up and is the only one that I have yet to visit out of all the ones that we've mentioned. And it is the Machine Shop in Flint, Michigan. Lorin, you told me the other day, and I believe it, and I have followed the Machine Shop for a while. Machine Shop's legit. Like, it is one of the nation's premier metal venues. It was like
100%. Yes.
it was like Harpo's for us back in the day.
Yeah. The Machine Shop is highly respected. I saw Head PE with Jenny, and I saw Stabbing Westward. At both of those shows, there was emphatic praise for the venue, especially at the Stabbing Westward show. The Stabbing Westward show, he was like, "This is one of the best in the country. You can't get much better than the Machine Shop." And the thing I will say about the Machine Shop is every time I've gone, twice, but every time I've gone, you can tell that it's run like clockwork. Everybody there is on board with the mission, which is everybody have a good time, everybody stay safe, everybody stay lubricated with the drink. They got a great taco truck outside during the summer. The place is set up for a good time, low bullshit. Low bullshit, great times. That's what you want to have at
Yeah.
the Machine Shop. Also, Matt, if you are doing a show at the shop, the show, I would say I follow Machine Shop on Facebook. They put a show, you know about it. They let you know. There are no surprise shows at the Machine Shop, but also they're selling them out. They're getting you people in there. They're getting people. They're letting people know this is the band you want to see. They're at the shop, and they just post them all the time. Sold out show. Sold out show. Taproot to the reunion. Head PE are always coming back and doing shows there, and they're always selling it out. It's the place to be. It's the place to be if you're one of these type of bands. It's the place to be. Matt.
I'm gonna check one thing here. So venue capacity at the Machine Shop is what? 500. I would
Okay.
probably say 450 with staff. So 4 to 450 with staff is a guess, not official numbers. That's
Okay.
a lot of people in a venue. That's a great crowd.
Mhm.
Love it. So the Machine Shop, and this I have never seen from them. Of all the social media posts I have ever
Never
seen
seen
from
this.
them,
Never seen this.
and I'm
Mhm.
sure they have dealt with bands who have been not the greatest,
Right.
but like, hey, it is what it is. We got the business done. We did what we needed to do. Here's the Machine Shop going in. Puddle of Mudd has canceled all their upcoming concerts, including the show September 15th and 16th at the Machine Shop. This is not due to circumstances beyond our control cancellation. This is 100% Wes. The Machine Shop, his band, agents, and everyone involved are very disappointed. We will not be postponing the shows as we are not ever rescheduling Puddle of Mudd. All tickets purchased through ETcx will be automatically refunded. All the hard tickets can be refunded at point of purchase. Thank you, and please know that all of us at the Machine Shop appreciate your support and understanding. Wow. The venue is basically saying this lead singer is a fucking idiot. He blew it, and he will never. Venues need to have book shows. Booking
gotta.
shows is a nightmare. A
Mhm.
nightmare. To have your venue scheduled for 2 nights and then have it blown, probably sold well. I mean, Puddle of Mudd is.
If it's sold well enough to get a second night, then yeah, absolutely.
Then I would imagine one of those shows is sold out.
Right.
The second one might even be sold out. So now it's 1,000. Yeah, fuck you. 2
Yeah,
nights?
it's wild. I'd never seen such a scorched earth post from any music venue ever. And so I was like,
But
this
good
guy
for
really
them.
truly blew it.
Good for
Yeah,
them.
man. They put it down. And the thing about it is that, everybody's, you know, that they'd be like, man, you made you made the you made the machine shop mad. There's people that are just like, I can't believe you. I can't believe this happened. But also is consistent with a lot of what we've heard about this guy from Puddle of Mudd for a long. Now, part of me also looks at this as like, is this another push to do Puddle of Mudd on the show now that they're back in the news once again with all this because Puddle of Mudd has come up a couple times in conversation with people, Matt, where people are like, oh, you do new metal, you do Mudd, and I was like, well, we haven't really. So I went back
They're
and
not
looked at
they're
the.
not new they're not new metal, Lorin, are they? No.
All right, so let me just go to the wiki for their first album.
No, let's go to your
Come
ears,
Clean.
Lorin. Are they
Hold on, Matt. Let's go to the wiki. According to the wiki, they are post grunge and new metal. According to the wiki on this first album. Let me see where the new metal tag's from. The new metal tag is from a review from AllMusic. All right. In any event, I don't know. A lot of people have asked us about doing it over the years. We haven't for a variety. I think Jenny has never wanted anything to do with. Now, I know Matt, you have no interest in doing anything with this
I mean,
album.
I would do it, of
Yeah.
course, if you were like, I got the greatest guest and we're gonna do it. But like
Okay.
my
All right.
desire to
Pressure's
do it
on.
is always like
Pressure is on. So Matt, if I find the world's greatest guest,
right. No, I
then
mean like
absolutely.
tell Jenny we're doing Buck Cherry before I'm like,
Well, in any event, there are no more Puddle of Mud events. Matt, this is a segment. It's called Who's Putting Food on Their Family?
who is?
Bobby sent DM said, surprised you guys did not cover this on a past episode. And it is a link to Brian Head Welch starring in a local furniture store commercial. And we did not talk about this. It was sent to us by a number. I think the reason that I didn't really remark on it was that it's literally just Head walking around a furniture store. There isn't really like a twist intended. It's just he's just like, hey, this is a furniture store in Bakersfield where I'm from. Let me show you all the great things that they have. It's incredibly earnest, not really jokey. There's not really any bits. There's not really any like tie-ins to Korn, really, besides the fact that it's a member of Korn sitting on sectionals and futons. So yeah, I didn't really have a lot to remark on in this video, Matt. Did you have anything that you pulled from it?
I mean, he's just walking around Furniture City being like, they got great furniture here. Look at the
Yeah,
it's just
That's it. I mean, good, whatever they paid him, well done. Well done. And we got a DM from Ricardo, and he said, hi, wonderful people of Roach Koach. Just listened to the Punisher episode and wanted to point out something about the wind-up sampler. This wasn't their first stint at doing this, sort of. I believe it was the one where most tracks were from their roster. There's this really interesting article over on the AV Club from 2015 about Marvel movie soundtracks, the phenomenon. However, does not mention how Scream Through the album might have been the one that kicked off the whole wind-up Marvel. And then he links to basically the Daredevil kicked off the wrong-headed trend in comic books. He says, hope everyone is well and keep it rolling.
keep it rolling.
And the gist of this seems to be that apparently the Daredevil soundtrack is what really kicked off everything with Wind Up Records soundtracking of comic book movies. We have not done the Daredevil soundtrack on the show, partially because I believe we've done most of the songs from it in various other forms. And also, I mean, the main song from that movie is the Evanescence song, which, I mean, if I could not hear that song ever again, that'd be great. I would prefer not to hear it. Actually, I'm pulling up the soundtrack now just to see. Okay, then where the hell is it? Here it is. Daredevil, the album. Okay. What do we got on here? The Calling, Saliva, Seether, Nickelback, Drowning Pool, Nappy Roots featuring Marcos from POD, Moby, Chevelle, Hoobastank, Palo Alto, Revis, Boy Sets Fire, Autopilot Off. Evanescence is on this thing fucking twice. Finger 11, Endo, 12 Stones. According to this Wikipedia, this album has 20 motherfucking songs.
No. Too many.
Too many.
Too many songs.
Too many songs. That is too many songs. That's one more than the Punisher. Punisher only had 19.
Never thought we were getting through that Punisher record.
Matt, we're still doing that Punisher episode.
In an alternate timeline, we're still talking about wind-up records.
We still are. Tucker's like, I need to get back to my family, and we're like, we're sorry, there's still songs left. That's insane. I don't know, man. That seems even less likely than a Puddle of Mudd situation.
Yeah, I would be like, put Puddle of Mudd on the long list.
Yeah, that's tough. And I'm somebody who's pro the movie because Colin Farrell as Bullseye is killer, but I don't know, man. Plus, I mean, because you know us, we're gonna watch the movie and the soundtrack. It's gonna be like a 4-hour ep. I don't even think that's supported. I think they just kick you off. They say, no, for our podcast, you get back in the editing room, maniac.
Good cut 2 hours out of this.
Cut 2 hours out of this fucking thing.
Why did you tell the Stain story at the beginning that took 8 hours?
Right, exactly. Okay, well, Ricardo, thank you so much for letting us know about Matt. There is only way to end an episode of Roach Koach, and that is with Vandals Can't Handles Part 2.
The Rise of the Roach.
There we go. Matt, what do we got this week?
Well, this week, we're going to do Etched in Red with a song called Paradox. Nothing wrong with that, baby. Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that, baby. Nothing at all. I mean, you've got a lot going on in there. You have music that would fit in perfectly in a cyber thriller, but then you also have music in there that's real good. I'm just going to say it, grappling.
Oh, some grappling
music. You get some grappling done to that. Some great growls, some great a little bit of a creepy vibe with some of those. This is one where they're doing a lot, but I like what they're doing. There's a lot going on in here, but all the elements they go together well there, you know? Also, I mean, you know what? Maybe that's the paradox, Matt. All of these disparate elements, they came together and they work. A true paradox. Wild. I enjoyed it. I liked it a lot.
Me
well
too.
Done.
Good stuff.
All right. There you have it.
Good
Another
stuff.
episode of
Good
Good
stuff.
Stuff. Good stuff. That's sometimes as a band, that's all you want.
You know,
what I mean?
Vandals Can't Handles loves hearing good stuff.
Good stuff. Good work. Good work. Go home early, half hour early. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Good day.
Make the day, Etched in Red. You did it. Get out of here. I don't want to see you here anymore. Get out of here. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for listening. Keep on saying hello to us online. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. We're on all of them. Send us an email, roachcoachpodcast@gmail.com. Send us your recommendations. Let us know when you got boots at the ground at a show. We love to hear about that. We just love to hear from you. And we do not care how long the emails are.
Nope.
Make them as long as they want to be. Never have, never will. And until next time, Matt, thank you.
Lorin.
Raiders.
And
Indigo Angel. Thank you. All right.
weirdos.
Love it.